In the context of Shaivism, the context of Tantra, we are energy. Energy has three aspects. One is energy as action. So at any point of time, we exist because we are being acted out, we are being processed out. So there is a continuity of activity. So becoming aware of yourself in acknowledgement of this activity that you are. So you yourself as a manifestation is activity, and because of that we are bound to be acting. And then we start to define ourselves, feel ourselves on the basis of these actions. This is called karma mala. So this is in the light of what the TTC students have to learn this week. Karma mala, the impurity of action. So just feeling yourself right now. So if you just have a quick review of the day, just check whether your mind was obsessed with the amount of things you have to do. So sometimes you're caught up in that, the deadlines, what you have to do in terms of responsibility. And sometimes you're bound by actions in terms of craving, in terms of desiring, we want to do something. And then we can get into a bondage with it in the sense that we can't become aware of anything else. So bondage with activity and actions, that is karma mala. And sometimes we are in bondage with regret over an action we did. So all these constitute karma mala. And all these are embodied in our body. And one way to find some freedom from this karma mala is deliberate grounding concentration practices. In the context of this class, this rain sound is nice. You can just ground on that. But since this is being recorded as a practice for TTC students, for you, anything which is quite obvious and steady, any sensory experience which is available, you can focus on that. So while you stay here, trying to be stable on the breath or stable on the sound, some of us will find that we are itching to move or we are itching to do something else. That also is karma mala, bondage with tendency to act. Now relax on your deliberate concentration. Simply continue being in the inquiry of you as a manifestation. So you are activity. And then when we look at it, you are unique too. You are different. Though that sounds nice, that's not what we connect to. We find others different from us. We see others unique. In short, we see others. And we try to see ourselves through others. So this otherness is a big feature of our existence. And when this becomes too strong, this is also a mala, an impurity, which is called Maya mala in the scope of today. Some of us might find that we are really caught up in impressing others, or hoping that others will be impressed, or wondering why they're not impressed. So that all is Maya mala, the otherness, and what the others have to do or are doing for us or are not doing for us, an obsession with that. That is a big role of Maya mala. So just checking, are we obsessed with that? So once you start to make an inquiry itself, we are actually starting to get some freedom from that extreme bondage with that impurity. And then lastly, you connect to another impurity, which is called anavamala, which is basically the teaching is that to the limitless willfully limits itself to express itself as in uniqueness. But we don't feel ourselves as unique, we feel as limited. So some of us are more in the experience of that. So if you don't smile at them, they are upset that they are not given that place. They feel small. So are we like that? So these three malas are always in operation. And our practice is to notice this, because this is the way it is. These are not seen as impurities in the conventional meaning. It simply is a word we just use. This is us. We are the malas. We are the contraction. We are the differentiation. But not getting too much in bondage with that. So, respecting the malas, celebrating the malas, you take the namaste.